So check it. What up, kings and queens? It's your girl, Queen K. Listen, God's delay is not his denial. Over the last couple of months, if not year or two, I have been getting blackballed. I have been getting blocked, stalked, and harassed, and I've been receiving some death threats. If you do not see me as much as I used to be about in these streets, just know it's not my heart desire to not be out there with y'all. But just for safety concerns, I have had to move a little different. And over the last 30 days, I found myself in a situation where I was staying with a group, organization, and again, I was being interrogated and asked to leave the state of Georgia. My civil and constitutional and HIPAA rights were violated during the stay, and they even offered to pay for me to leave the state of Georgia. I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, well, dang, I must be, you know, I ain't never been asked to leave a whole state before. They weren't even police officers, so it was just a crazy situation. Having said that, please, if you can send donations, please share this video. If you can't do anything else but share it, it is greatly appreciated. My Cash App is Queen, the letter K, 4000. So it's Q as in Quincy, U, E as in Edgar, E as in Edgar, N as in Nancy, the letter K as in King, and then the number 4000. I would like to stay out here in Georgia at least until November to help push for individuals in our community to go vote, because your vote is your voice, and the only reason they would want to block your vote is because they know how powerful your voice is. Do not be discouraged, and do not allow anyone to intimidate you. But I must say right now that I have been getting blackballed. I'm talking about I have been denied my rights to fair housing, my rights to employment. I've been asked to sign, compromising documentation that would violate my constitutional, my civil and my HIPAA rights. And so for me to refuse to sign those documents, I have been basically, what is it called when you're being basically, I guess what it is, blackballed. So again, I am making this call out to my people, and whoever sees this video, please share it, because at this point, there's work to be done, and I would like to stay out here just at least a few more months to help push this election for midterms. We are voting for Stacey Abrams. We are voting for Senator Warnock in November. Please do not wait till November to go vote. Go vote early. October's early election. Early voting starts in October. And then please, if you haven't registered, if you haven't ordered your mail-in, I think it's a mail-in ballot is what they call it, please go ahead and order that now. Please get registered now. Y'all know what time it is. That's about it. What I want to see is unity. I don't really care what your religion is. I don't care what the color of your skin is. I believe that man should be judged by the content of his character, like Martin Luther King said, and not the color of his skin. But I also believe that when there is a need, we should fulfill and meet that need. And right now, our black and brown communities are in need. We have been oppressed for generations. And the Bible talks about breaking generational curses. The way you break a generational curse is to refuse to repeat the same sins that your past ancestors had done. So one form of slavery is a form of oppression. Sex trafficking is also a form of oppression. Okay, there's many different forms of oppression, and I'm just going there today. I really don't care. But we cannot continue to enslave our own black woman, our own brown woman, or even young boys, young men. We cannot continue to sex traffic and enslave our own brothers and sisters and then cry out when we find ourselves oppressed. And that's just one situation. So the Bible says that if a son repeats the sins of his father, he brings a curse on him. But if a son refuses to repeat the sins of his father, even though his father may have been cursed, that son basically now receives, will not be cursed basically. He's gonna, be able to walk with a covering from God. So that is how you break generational curses. What I had to learn, because I've been in and out of homelessness for years, I know what it's like to struggle, and I had to put a side note here because I am being forced out here in Georgia to sleep in shelters, on the streets actually, and in crack houses. It's been a lot going on that I don't talk about. One thing about me is that the type of leader I am, I don't believe in following people or leading people by just telling you, what I think or how I feel, but I try to live that life. And so if you don't see me out there in the streets as much as I used to be, just know that it's not because I've been waiting. It's because I have been getting blocked. They've been trying to do me like Joseph. When they throw me in the pit, I got to keep climbing back out the pit and try to find my way back to the spot I'm supposed to be in, only to be thrown back in the pit. One thing about Joseph's brothers, though, is that...
Your attention, please.
So one thing about Joseph is, though, at least his brothers, they were repentant. The most painful thing for me has been that as a Christian believer, there are some Christian faith leaders here in Georgia who would actually want to compete with me and want to bring harm to me. It's not even the people, it's not even, I can expect that from anybody, just a regular person off the street, but to find out that there are actual church folk trying to block me and trying to bring harm to me and not wanting me to feed the homeless or not wanting me to, encourage people to go vote, I can only, it just made me sad. It made me sad. But anyway, y'all, I have to look at it like there are people who, they don't vote because of what's best for us as a people. They vote for personal greed or for a personal agenda, even if it's against God's will. And that's why I need everybody to go out there, go vote. Warnock, we're voting for Warnock here in Georgia, and we're voting for Stacey Abrams. We need a governor in place who walks with integrity. And that's all I got for y'all today. I pray that y'all be encouraged. I love you, and I would like to see us come together. We need to put in order some plans on how we're gonna move. Each one teach one. It's your girl Queen K. I'm out.